All right, I've got some goldfish crackers too.
It's
Cannibalism.
Okay.
Cannibalism?
Fish eat fish all the time.
Fish
That's all they
eat-
eat.
The cannibalism of the sea.
All right, you guys get back to the ship.
Artie, real quick question for you.
Hmm?
If you wanted to, if you wanted to like talk to someone that you were interested in, and if you could like magically talk to them over a long distance, or like if they just sort of like, you know, message you sometimes, would you be cool with that?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, wait, what?
If someone you were interested in could message you, like just say in a little short amount of time, like once a day, is that and would that be something that you would want to happen, or would that be like really annoying?
Do I like them? If I like them,
Yes,
then
let's say
it's-
hypothetically you like this person.
then
Yes.
it's fine.
Okay. Right. So it's unusual. It's not the default that someone just replies really short and thinks it's annoying.
Well, sometimes I don't have... You know I'm very quiet a lot of the time, right?
I assume you just kind of sleep standing up with your eyes open.
Sometimes I just don't have much to say.
Hmm.
But I like listening to my friends.
Okay. That's unexpectedly sweet of you.
But sometimes I am thinking about sex.
That sounds more in line with my perception of you. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Good talk.
Okay.
All right, you two arrive back at the ship. Wynn, I assume you're also there?
Yeah, she's gathered up her supplies for the trip.
All right, cool. Alviva, you've been checking over the supplies for everybody, and probably working with Lachlan on that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy enough to requisition stuff from him, and he'll be like, yeah, you got this and that, and all these things you need.
It's not a situation where you have to pay to upgrade your own equipment.
All right, everybody, get your shit together. We're going camping.
When Wynn notices that Artie's back, she goes, Artie, can I talk to you in private for a moment?
What? Okay.
Alviva, don't come into our room for a moment. I'm gonna pull Artie in there.
Oh, wait.
I am not going to have sex with Artie.
Okay, because you're a lesbian.
Yes!
She's a lesbian. I'm not changing my gender for you.
No, don't worry, I don't want you to. And she ushers Artie into the room.
Okay.
Once they're in the room, she puts her hands on Artie's shoulders and she goes, I apologize for snapping and being rude. What I said was wrong and a lie. I was just upset because at the time I was trying to convince Jill to actually talk to Lachlan about her feelings of her wanting him to be her boyfriend, but she was being very anxious, and so you saying that just made her more anxious, and I didn't want that to happen, and so I snapped, and that was wrong of me.
I don't know that I was making her anxious.
Well, no, everything makes her anxious, you're right. But I'm really sorry, Artie, I shouldn't have snapped.
Thank you for apologizing.
You are very handsome, you can get laid by anybody you want to.
I can get it so much.
You can get it so much, I agree.
It was very hurtful.
And that lady you were hitting on in the tavern, she was gorgeous. Those muscles were amazing.
She's very pretty.
She is very pretty. You're amazing, Artie.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
He hugs.
She hugs back and then she opens the door to step out again.
Alviva mutters to herself, it's gonna be 6 days. 5... It's too kind of 5.
Yeah, it's like this all the time. Welcome, Nap Squad.
All right, everybody. You ready to go camping?
Let's go. For whatever reason, I should note, Wynn is taking her Halloween cat that she got from Desert Planet.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's got a weight of 0, sure.
Excellent.
Jill, I will remind you that Lachlan wanted to talk to you before you left.
Right.
Yeah, he's probably down at the bottom on the ground at the bottom of the gangplank, just loading some sacks up from his handcart. You'd no doubt run into him as you go past.
Okay. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hi. Hello. We're probably gonna head out now.
Give me just 2 seconds. He notes something on his clipboard with his pencil and drops it down and says, "Right, yes. You heading off? Okay, good. Be careful out there. I heard they got some wyverns flying around."
Yeah, like, wait, wyverns? Anyway.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you get that. Different spheres, different, yeah.
Yeah. Now, like, chimeras and some dragon turtle things. The captain seems kind of worried about the dragon turtles. You might be flying a bit. I don't know.
I think I heard of them, yeah. If we need to, we'll just head into orbit. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you can send the captain if something's up.
Right. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like, it's probably going to be like 5 or 6 days. I don't know if that's like just getting up into the mountains and getting to wherever it is that we need to go, or yeah, we're going to be a while.
Oh, okay, alright. Bit longer than I expected, but that's good to hear. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you stay safe here too.
Thanks, I'll try not to let us get eaten by, turtles, dragon turtles.
Right. And she's just kind of like looking at him absently, pauses, and you look. Did you do something different with your hair?
Huh? My hair? And he brushes his hair back and it kind of, the swoosh grows more pronounced.
She gives this little sigh. No, you just, you look, I don't know, there's something different about you. I can't really put my finger on it.
Huh. No,
Wait.
I think I'm the same as always.
Did you get gayer?
Not gayer per se. I feel a little queerer, maybe.
Yeah, that must be it. That must be the thing that's pinging me.
Must be. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you look nice. It's fine.
And so do you.
Thanks. Thanks. Actually, there was something that I wanted to ask.
Yeah. What's up?
So, like, what we did when we were ashore on Harena was that, like, I just kind of, like, sent the captain, maybe about once a day to just kind of, like, check in and be like, "Hi, we're not dead. Here's how our progress is."
As you do.
As you do, right, as you do. And I was wondering, I mean, I don't know exactly what kind of spell slots I would have available, but I don't know if maybe if while I was gone, if maybe I might also send you while I was
His face breaks out in a big grin. He says, "Oh yeah, I'd love that."
Really? Really? I just mean, I mean, it's cool if not, because I mean, the
What do you
captain
mean?
gets all the
It'd
relevant
be great.
information.
Like it's always nice to hear from you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then, in that case, I mean, I don't know. It's just going to depend on what I've got spell slots for, and I've got to update the captain first. So I don't know if I can do it every
Yeah,
single
of course.
time, but
I get it. I'm a caster too. I understand.
yeah. But I'll just I'll do my best, and maybe just kind of say hi sometimes.
Yeah, thanks. And that reminds me. Before you go, the actual thing I wanted to ask was, if you're going to be gone for a while, could I have a kiss before you go, please?
Yes. Of course. Yes. Sure.
Wonderful. And he leans in for a bit of a smooch and then pulls back and says, "You take care now." And he just loads up a sack and saunters up the gangplank whistling a jaunty tune.
Yeah, she watches him go for a second, and then right. Yeah.
Watch out for those wyverns.
Yeah. Stay safe. Bye. And then she's going to just, like, jog off to catch up with the others.
All right. Round of
fine,
applause
it's
for
fine.
Anna, everybody.
Yay.
Thank you, thank you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Fluster
right.
Jill is precious Jill.
All right, so you regroup with Alviva, Win, and Arturos. Alviva, you lead the way out of the town and out into the grassland surrounding the town of Lato, and you're looking for a trail, correct?
That is correct.
All right, roll me an investigation or a survival.
You know it's gonna be survival. Come on, big money, no whammies. A 14. Not a great start.
Do you want some help, actually?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know exactly how much aid the rest of us can be, but we're probably going to at least, like, try to help out a bit.
If you're helping, then Alviva can get advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Unfortunately, the second roll is not better, so we will stick to the 14.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Takes you a couple of minutes to find the trail. You do eventually find a series of footprints, like booted shod feet, definitely not Minotaur footprints, headed up towards the northeast.
All right. Well, then I think that we'll follow that. I am going to take, so as we find the trail and are getting ready to go, Alviva just kind of like squats down and closes her eyes for a sec and just goes very still. And I'm going to take advantage. I have primal awareness where I can attune my senses to determine if there are any beasts within 5 miles. It takes a minute of concentration, and I get to know if there are
Nice.
any, what their numbers are, and their general direction and distance. I assume that there might be a lot of noise, but
What's the range on it?
5 miles.
So, within 5 miles of Lato, it being more busy than the rest of the island, you can tell that a lot of the beasts are keeping their distance. However, at this range, what you can find, and let me pull up my encounter table here, you notice that there are some very large boar.
Okay.
There are a couple of small groups of deer. A wolf pack is in the area.
Nice.
And you can sense 1 or 2 lynx, small cats.
Oh, cool. I was just realizing, like, if you're hunting, how much of, like, a cheat this is. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
good
yeah.
luck, dear. I can sense you. I'm going to eat you later.
That's for dinner.
All right, so you headed out?
Yes, cool. So I think probably
Okay.
I will, every, I don't know, a couple hours, take that minute to just, like, stand still for a minute and do a feel.
All right.
Which mostly just, like, if I ever, it helps me avoid, like, I'm probably going to try and steer clear of the big boars and the wolf pack. And if I just kind of am sensing more dangerous predators, then I'll just adjust our path a little to stay out of their way.
So in terms of travel pace, you can go slow, which is 2 miles an hour, which will let you use stealth. You can go at your normal speed, which is 3 miles an hour. Or you can try to go fast, which is 4 miles an hour, but you will have a much lower chance of detecting anything like sniffing around nearby that you might want to avoid.
I feel like we should just go normal pace, eh? Like, we're not in a big hurry, but also I don't think that we need to be sneaky, at least this early.
Not yet, probably, right?
Yeah. And we kind of, like, told people in town where we're going, you know? Like, we haven't been super stealthy about it.
All right, normal speed.
We did yell out in a tavern,
Yes.
asking what monsters were out
Yeah,
there.
we did establish an alibi.
Yeah. And if it ever matters, one of the benefits of having me in the party is that we will not be slowed by difficult terrain,
Ooh.
which is cool. And I'm not sure, Kit, if at a certain point, like, how well I'm tracking it, but when I do track creatures, I do get to know exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through an area.
Okay, this group that you're tracking now, the freshest trail is 3 individuals.
Okay.
And they were here maybe a week or 2 ago.
Okay. And just, like, medium humanoid size?
Medium humanoid size, yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, so following the trail off to the northwest?
Yes.
Northeast, sorry.
Northeast
I'm
makes
good with
more
directions,
sense.
honestly I am.
Northwest would be into the sea.
Yeah, northwest at this point would be into the sea,
Yeah,
which I
we
don't
can
think
go
would be a
in.
productive.
We can go into the sea. It's fine.
Let's just walk into the ocean.
Why not?
with the heavy armor on.
Yeah, this sounds perfectly. This is ideal. Walking into the sea.
Already, some of us can't breathe underwater without like potions.
We actually have water breathing.
We do have the potions. We should have bought potions in town, motherfucker.
Well, you're 4 hours out from Lato now.
I've got some left over.
I've actually got a few.
I know
left.
we've got some potions, but we probably should have restocked.
Excuse me while I just roll on my encounter table here.
Uh-huh.
You head out into the grasslands.
Then the Pokemon theme song starts.
Yeah, pretty much.
It says on my character sheet that I remain alert to danger, even while
You do remain alert
foraging,
to danger.
navigating, or tracking. I have class-mandated paranoia.
You do have class-mandated paranoia. You are basically the ideal person they want along with them on this.
Uh-huh.
All right, so as you're walking through the grasslands, and it's fairly arid and rocky out here. The footing is a little treacherous, but Alviva's leading the way quite competently following this trail off to the northeast. As you're traveling, Alviva and Wynn, you both notice off in the distance a round wheel-like shape rolling through the grass, like independently.
Hmm.
And as you are watching it, it turns and starts wheeling towards you.
God damn it, everybody.
Are there monsters that are just giant wheels?
And you see that as it gets closer, that it is in fact a serpent-like creature with a head on either end of its body, and it's holding one head in the other's mouth to roll along as a wheel.
Huh.
Is that the hula hoop?
Ouroboros?
It's a hula hoop that bites.
Alright.
It's like an Ouroboros, but a buddy system.
And it is heading right towards you with murderous intent. Roll initiative.
That is a 23 from Contractual Paranoia Alviva.
Artie's got an 8.
22 for Win.
Alviva, can you give us like a nature check or something to tell us what the fuck this is, so we don't just call it the wheel snake this whole fight?
Well, that's fair. Is it natural? Should I make a nature check?
Roll a nature check. Or an arcana check, whichever you want.
I got a 16 on nature.
Well, the DC for this was quite low because you've seen one of these before. It was on the sign of the tavern, which you will recall was named the Amphisbena.
Okay.
This is an Amphisbena. It is a snake, but at the end of its tail is another head, and on flat terrain, it can just take one head and the other and roll.
It's delightful. I'm disappointed that it wants to kill me because it's real nice.
So the Amphisbena is basically cat dog, but it's snake.
It's snake.
Ah,
Snake.
snake.
Incredible.
Is Snake a beast?
No, it is not.
Yeah. I figured. It's too weird.
Unfortunately.
You'd think it would be, because I think a snake would be a beast. So why is just a snake with an extra head not a beast? I ask you, Gary Gygax's ghost.
Well, because there's this category in the monster manual called monstrosity, right?
And it's just there to fuck with rangers.
Dear handsome
It is just
Gary.
there to fuck with rangers who've picked beasts as a favorite enemy.
I understand why your mom chose beasts as a favorite enemy. That makes a lot of sense when you start playing D&D. Then you play a lot of D&D and you're like, shit. None of these things are beasts.
All right, so where's the start encounter button? Begin combat. There we are. Okay, we're starting with Alviva.
Yes, I am going to blast it. So then I started blasting. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, specifically.
Okay.
I think I get advantage on creatures that haven't had their turn yet.
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. So that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, 23 will hit.
Nice. So that is 6 force damage. And if I can find the right part of my character sheet, my Eldritch Blast pushes people around. I want to tip over the snake.
No. All right, it has to roll a saving throw?
No, I just need to hit it, so I can push it 10 feet away. So I push it 10 feet back.
Okay, that does not knock it prone, but it does definitely knock it out of its wheel configuration.
There we go. Yeah, it's like, I know that there isn't a mechanical thing that lets me tip over the snake, but...
but it is very funny.
But it is very funny.
Much like a cow.
Yeah, it does you knock one head out of the other's mouth, and the 10-foot long serpent just kind of, you know what happens when a snake like gets thrown through the air? It just kind of noodles through the air backwards 10 feet and hits the ground with kind of a splat.
Excellent. And I got 2 blasts, so I go blast it again.
Cool.
So that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And then that is another 9 damage.
And does it get pushed back another 10 feet?
I mean, I would think so. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you push it 10 feet away from you in a straight line.
Okay, that...
Bam, bam. Back off.
Back it goes another 10 feet.
Excellent. And then I will move just kind of behind the rest of the party. Because I've done my thing. And that's my turn.
All right, cool. Up next is Cacophony.
First, I draw Mom from my arm, and then I charge forward 7 squares, which is 35 feet, and I'm going to throw Mom. So Wynn tends to play it smarter than Cacophony always does. So she throws Mom to try and hit with a ranged attack. I don't think a 14 hits. Finishes her move by taking a step back, and then she's going to...
Unfortunately, 14 does not hit, no.
That's fine. And then she's going to do a word I suddenly forgot, cunning action, and keep dashing so she can get back also behind the tanks.
Just good. I was going to say, I went to all the trouble to push it out of melee range, and then you run up into melee range.
Oh, no, I only got within 20 feet, and then I left.
Good.
All right, is that your turn?
And then Mom reappears in her hand.
Yes, of course. Up next is the Amphisbena. The Amphisbena does slither up 30 feet towards the party. Does not quite reach them, however, both of its heads rear up and spit gobs of poison.
Oh, damn it.
The first one is going to go towards the biggest threat that it can see right now, which is Arturos and Juliana in front of it. So it's going to pick... It's going to pick Arturos.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Arturos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okie doke. That's a 6.
Okay, that is a failure, unfortunately.
Shocking.
Oh no. What? A failure? Nah.
Okay, so that is 24 poison damage.
Holy.
Cool.
Also,
Cool.
listen, Kit, I'd like to establish we were in a bar called the Amphisbena, and we asked someone, is there anything out there that's got like
And
poison
somebody said,
or venom?
And somebody said, I remember hearing about a 2-headed snake that rolls around.
That sounded made up, though.
It does, doesn't it?
Shit.
But wait, they heard about a snake, but they didn't connect it to the name of the bar?
Guess not. The bar was named by someone who was a little too smart for their own good. And then the other one is headed towards Alviva because she did knock it back twice.
Oh.
Okay, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Historically something I should be good at, but let's see. That's a 10. Roll the 4. Not great.
Okay, that's 24 poison damage on you as well.
Ugh.
All right, and that is all the Amphisbena can do this turn. Up next is Jill.
Okay, Jill braces herself and's like, okay, everybody stay within a certain radius, all right? And I'm going to cast Aura of Purity.
Okay.
So that's going to give everybody, that's centered on me. I am going to have to keep that concentrated, but everybody within that radius cannot become diseased, has resistance to poison, and has advantage on saving throws against effects that cause blind, charm, deaf, frightened, paralyzed, poison, stunned.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
everybody keep an eye on that one. And I'm just gonna move back a bit to try and give Ernie some space to like stay within the range of that thing. So I'm basically like, there's a whole bunch of rocks around. I'm still like in the open, but I'm just sort of, I've moved back and to the right a little to still try and keep everybody at the outside of the within the 30-foot radius. And I'm also still making sure that I'm within eye shot of the Amphisbena because, hi, I have armor.
All right, so is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Arturos is next.
Artie didn't like getting that hit. That was a good chunk of change. So he's gonna go ahead and fly right up into that snake's face.
Double snake.
Into that double snake's face. And he's gonna do some hits.
Do a
All
violence.
right, do some hits.
Do a violence on the snake.
He's gonna do some violence. Normal roll, that's a 12.
Oof, sorry. 12 bounces off the thing's hide. It's tougher than it looks.
Alright. And a second attack. That's a 17.
17 does hit. Roll your damage.
That's an 8. And we're also gonna use... You know what? I liked Alviva's idea. We're gonna use a pushing attack
Yeah.
while we're at it.
It thinks it's so clever with its novel methods of movement. Push it around.
So you gotta do...
You think you're so
Back
smart
snake.
because you can
Back.
locomote.
Yeah. Fails the saving throw.
Alright, we added 3 more damage, and the snake is pushed back 15 feet.
Away from you.
Yes.
Okay. It gets shoved away up against another rock. All right, and is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. All right, so up at the top of the round, Alviva, you're up.
How's it looking?
It's looking fairly hurt. Arturos's glaive attack managed to bite pretty deep. It is not tremendous. It's not like really fucked up yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess, how do you do, if I deal force damage, or if I push back something that's up against a rock, is there any, like, damage to being pushed against something that you can't move?
I usually house rule that it takes the amount of falling damage equivalent to just like 1d6.
Okay.
So there is some extra damage to be done by knocking it up against something. It's not a whole lot, but it does help.
Yeah. Okay. I think for that reason, and the fact that I like shooting green fireballs out of my hands, I'm gonna blast it again. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Yep, 20 hits.
So that would be 2 force damage. And then, given the pushback, that would be an extra 3 damage from the 10 feet that it can't move.
Okay.
And I'll do it again. And it's a 17 to hit.
Okay, 17 hits.
Man, I'm rolling nothing on these d10s. That is a 1 from the normal Eldritch Blast damage. And then an extra 4 from the being pushed.
Okay, it is getting repeatedly smacked up against this rock. It is not looking very happy about it.
I'm reminded of the scene in Brave where the mama bear just is pushing the big bear into a rock.
And then I'm gonna just actually, like, move behind this rock. And closer to Jill.
All right, Alviva, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, up next is Cacophony, or Win.
Win, stays where she's at for the most part, at least for this portion of the day.
You gonna insult the snake?
Yeah, I'm gonna insult the snake. She kind of peeks around the rock, towards the snake. Is it within range? It's within range, okay. Yeah, sorry, my brain is just like, 60 feet, that's more, and I measured it and it's 40, and my brain's still like, no! And she peeks around, and she goes, the snake really has some sort of attitude, thinking it can take on 4 people. Doesn't it know the law of numbers here? Snake, you're an idiot! And I'll vicious mockery the snake.
Stupid snake can't do math.
So it has a wisdom saving throw.
When we can't do math
Oh,
either.
hang on, it has a bit.
That's true, but we're better at the snake.
Stupid
Maybe?
snake even worse at math than us.
Ah, there it is. Now that's the really cutting insult. We're a party full of gays.
If it works, it takes 4 damage, and also it's at disadvantage on its next attack. Also,
Okay.
I am then promptly moving behind the next rock.
We're very brave.
Because Win is smarter than Cacophony.
It fails the saving throw, takes the damage, has disadvantage on its next attack.
The snake feels insulted.
The snake's tongue darts out in a very upset way.
All right, up next is the Amphisbena, which is looking very annoyed now and is going to bum rush Artie.
It's not worth
Not that
it,
close,
snake.
jeez. One head is going to lash out and try to bite Artie. Unfortunately, that was a natural 20.
Fuck!
Oh wait, it has disadvantage because of
That's my thing, yeah.
that one's 11. I don't think that hits.
That does not hit.
Nice.
All right,
Well,
cool.
Woo! You are not the father. Let's go.
Good job, man.
And the other head is also going to come towards and bite you.
Uh-huh.
This one not with disadvantage.
Yeah, this one just regular.
That one's only a 10.
That also does not hit.
Yeah, it's really disoriented by having been smacked up against a rock several times and then insulted in a language it doesn't understand. uh, and that's all it's got for this turn. Up next is Jill.
Jill's going to move over a bit, if you wouldn't mind moving that aura with me.
Yes.
Jill crosses so that she is like in front of a rock, but like parallel with the snake. So she's got a clear shot around Artie. And she's going to pop off a 2nd level guiding bolt at the snack. Because I like ranged attacks against large snacks. Let's see how we did. Oh, that's a 23.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Do that hella damage. Yeah.
And that is 14 radiant damage.
Oof. Oh, he's looking bad.
You don't fucking touch my friends, asshole!
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Arturos, you're up.
Artie's gonna do a hit.
Do a hit?
He loves doing hits.
Do hit. He just loves doing hits. He's very. The snake came to him, so he didn't even have to move. That's a 23.
You do get natural. You do get advantage because of guiding bolt. So if you want to roll again, just to see if you get a nat 20.
Yeah. Nope. 23 is better.
Okay, 23 hits. Roll your damage.
And that's a 13.
Oof. Biting deep into the hide of this thing now.
And hit again. That's 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. That one glances off of the very thick hide.
One of the snake's heads manages to squirm or wriggle in the way, and he glances off a fang. Cool. And that's his turn.
All right. Up next is Elviva.
Alright, now that, I like saving Artie from having to move, so I'm gonna pull out my bow and take a couple shots.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit.
Unfortunately, does not hit. The arrow manages to embed itself into the hide, but not deep enough to hurt it.
Okay. And then I get extra attack, so I go try again. And it's a 19.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that is 7 damage.
7 damage. Looking very bad now.
If I can do it as a free action, I'll make just like a kind of shooing motion of like, get! Not an easy meal. Don't die for this, snake. Roll away.
It's not. All right.
It's not worth it.
The snake appears to actually kind of be taking your shoe to heart. Cacophony up next.
So she once more steps out from behind the rock, and she steps forward, and she stares for a moment. She's like, "How is the snake not dead yet?" I don't know why my accent suddenly changed. But here we are.
Was that, Win?
I don't know, honestly. Sometimes my brain just does other accents, and I don't question it, so I ask that you don't either.
I'm gonna have to keep questioning it. I'm sorry.
And she goes, "All right."
Not quite.
She pauses for a beat, and she's like, I can't really do magic here. And so then she goes, "How do snakes talk? Hiss, 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 hiss. Hiss, is that a snake insult? Hiss, 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 hiss." And she's casting dissonant whispers on the snake.
Okay.
You mean
dissonant
whispers?
There was another vicious mockery of just like, this is what you sound like. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Did you hear how
That's how you sound.
I would upcast it to level 2. So that's a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
All right, that's a failure.
Okay, and it takes, 7 damage. But also it's scared of me.
Is that a snake? That thing's got arms and legs. I don't think it's a snake, but it's not. But it's hissing like a snake.
Oh, it must use its reaction to move away from me. Sorry, Artie.
How far does it need to move?
Just away from me.
Up to its speed?
It looks like as far as it can, yeah.
And I'd suggest it keeps rolling.
Yeah, it does. It puts it puts one head in the mouth of the other, and it starts rolling away. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's then I'm gonna get behind the rock again.
Has Artie used his reaction yet?
Oh,
Yeah, Arturos, you can use an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I can?
yeah,
Yeah, you can just make a weapon attack on him.
Yeah, unless you're
Might as well.
Well,
it's crits.
That's a nat 20!
Oh,
I
Jesus.
am less
All right, roll your
apologetic
damage.
about doing this now, Artie.
That's a 16.
16, okay. Oh, we're looking really bad now. Is that your turn, Cacophony?
Yes.
Okay, it is now the Amphisbina's turn. Between being shooed by Alviva and being frightened by Win, the Amphisbina just keeps on rolling
That's right.
and flees the scene. Do you want to chase it, or are you just going to let it go?
Do you think that's gonna, Alviva? Do you think that's gonna come back around and bite us in the ass if we let it go?
I mean, I don't feel like it. Can I do a nature check of how I think it's going to behave?
Sure.
It's an 11.
I mean, it's a predator, which means if at a later date it sees you guys again, it might be smart enough to recognize that you're not edible, but it might also just go for it.
What's your call, Alf? I got 120-foot range on this thing. She just points up her fingers, which is like in a little gun form, because that's how she uses guiding bolt with like her index finger extended.
Yeah. You know, partly just because I feel like this is badass, and also because if it doesn't eat us, it'll eat other travelers on the road, and like, yeah, fuck it. I'll notch an arrow and nod.
Okay.
Because I also have, like, the range on a longbow is fucking far.
All right, we're continuing with initiative then.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot then with a first level.
Yeah, Jill, it is currently about 85 feet away.
Okay. I am gonna like move up to 30 feet and just close that distance. I don't think we have to fucking play that out there. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put that on another second level guiding bolt. What the fuck? 23.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
That's 18.
Okay, so as it is rolling away, you see Jill line up with the finger gun, fire the guiding bolt.
Like she even braces her wrist.
Yeah, even goes full Weaver stance on it.
Hey, the captain taught us how to shoot. She knows how to do this now.
Yeah. You think Jill's a Weaver or an Isosceles gal?
I don't know what either of those mean. So you just do what you do what your heart tells you.
I'll go with Weaver. Strikes the Amphisbina, and you see like the wheel of it just kind of noodle apart and collapse into the grass.
Juliana blows some imaginary smoke off of her finger.
Aviva nods approvingly and unnotches her arrow, only slightly disappointed.
Artie turns around. Is that dinner?
I mean, Snake has good meat, but I don't want to harvest that thing, do you?
I kind of do. I mean, I was thinking when I was looking at it, I was like, this is pretty
You could go
cool.
see if you could get some of those fangs, but we probably shouldn't go through the whole part of, like, getting the meat off. That's going to take a while. We got ground to cover before sunset.
You just chop some nice steaks off of it. But, yeah, I mean, there's lots of game. I'm not too worried. But the idea of taking the fangs is cool. I am going to hustle over.
Fang, though.
I mean, there's 4 of them.
Nab squad.
Nab squad wants fangs.
How'd I level up?
Well, everyone just got experience, and Cacophony was slightly ahead.
How?
Because she went with Alviva on the shenanigans to. Go
yeah.
find
Oh,
some
right, because I
rats.
killed the rats that no one else is around for.
Yes. So those rats tipped you up into level 11 for this session.
Excellent.
I mean, you are the oldest of the group, so
Wonderful.
Like
So yeah, level up whenever you got time.
numbers-based experience point systems are so wild.
Oh, it's so fun.
So, we're going to try and harvest the fangs. Can I is it maybe a survival check to try and do it safely in terms of the venom? I mean, I feel like also just like wear gloves.
I can just like keep this aura up for a little bit and come with you,
Sure,
I guess.
let's do that too.
I would say you're specifically harvesting the fangs out of this creature?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look
I would
cool.
say that is either a medicine or a survival check.
Oh, I'm good at medicine.
Yeah? You
Do
want to
it.
work together?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, Artie has strength, so he can pull it out.
That's a 25 medicine.
Okay, I was gonna get if the DC was basically +5 for every fang successfully harvested, so you do manage to pull all 4 fangs out of this thing's skulls.
Dope. Field medicine.
That's a
Sweet.
fang for everybody.
That's a thing for everybody.
We all got fangs.
Add to my character sheet.
Oh, I should have established this before. By the way, what's your marching order?
Well, Alviva's in front, definitely.
Yeah, I have to be
Yes.
in front.
I'm middle somewhere.
My perception's really good. I can bring up the rear.
Okay. Arturos, you want to be in front of or behind Win?
What is safer for when?
Do you want to be holding hands with Alviva for Nap Squad?
She's all business right now.
Yeah,
We're
I'm working.
gonna make sure to protect Win. What? So probably sandwiched between me and Jill.
Okay.
Thank you for protecting me.
All right, cool. You successfully harvest 4 fangs from the Amphisbena. You can mark that down in your inventories.
I've added big ass snake fang, yes.
Yeah. Alviva, looking up at the sky, you've got about an hour till sunset. You can keep pushing, or you guys can stop here.
Let's stop for the night. I'm gonna do some foraging, partly just because it's fun. And I mean, I am curious to taste the big snake, especially if we're stopping here.
As we stop for the night, then Wynn goes, all right, let's do this. She just starts awkwardly dragging her foot in a massive circle on the ground, and then she says, this is not going to be as fancy as what you're normally used to, and she claps her hands a few times, and she goes, tint up! And then a half egg shape that's just opaque pitch black, rises up over the air, and tiny hut is formed. And then she very grandly pulls the skeleton cat statuette out, steps into the tiny hut, and puts it down as if it's facing outward to protect them.
Amazing.
What's the radius on Tiny Hut again? 10 feet?
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
As night starts to fall, what are the stars like here? Are there stars?
There are stars.
That's nice.
Because I imagine Alviva will like it, I do make the top of the dome, it's transparent from the inside, so you can look at the stars.
Oh my god, Alviva's very touched. Alviva was feeling torn about wanting that feeling of like looking up at the stars, being out in the wilderness, but also was like inside hut is safer. And now I can have it all. Thank you, Lynn.
Okay, I've got 2 sendings since I do still have 2 third-level spots. The first one goes off to the captain. Made some headway into the wilderness, fought a big 2-headed snake, got some fangs, following cultist trail. So far, so good. Any giant ship-eating turtles?
You very quickly get a response back. No turtles yet. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, and then the second one is to Lachlan, and it is... She sounds way more hesitant. Hey! Had some spell slots. Hope your day was good. All fine so far. Fought a big snake the bar's named after? And then there's some mumbled counting sounds, and then, you good?
Cool. You immediately get back a response. There is no hesitation. It says, hey, thanks for contacting me. We're holding down the fort. Good to hear your voice. Stay safe out there. Kick some ass for me. Bye.
Juliana blinks. Huh. Okay, so that's probably fine. That's probably fine, right? Wow, that was fast. Shit. Okay. No, I'm cool. It's fine. I'm cool.
Quick question, just because I'm making the camp. Are you guys making a fire or no?
How cold is it at night?
Right now it seems pretty mild.
Also inside the temp, where is it at? There you
Yeah,
go.
we can set up a fire in the tent, right? Because the smoke will just go straight through the illusory ceiling.
Creatures in the dome can pass through it. All other creatures are barred from entering. Spells and other magical effects can't affect the dome. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. And anything we put inside can leave, though anything that I don't allow in doesn't come in, basically.
Quick question.
Yes.
Can you get visuals if you're outside the tent? Can you see inside?
If you're outside the tent, it's opaque. You can't see inside. It looks like a giant egg.
Okay, so we wouldn't get, like, fire. You wouldn't be able to see us across the grasslands if we lit a fire.
No.
Okay.
It just looks like a big black egg.
I think you'd see the smoke, right?
Yeah,
Because
you'd
it doesn't,
probably
like,
see the
contain
smoke.
the smoke.
Though I just want to imagine that you're a monster, and you see smoke, and you approach a giant egg that's smoking.
I feel like monsters would learn to run from smoke and the smell of.
Unless there's easy pickings around the fire.
Yeah, if you're a big
Ooh.
monster that eats travelers, then probably smoke's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I think that Alviva's feeling is weighing it over and saying basically, like, listen, if we don't need it, then I think it's nice to not attract attention.
All right.
We're
Okay.
not that far out, so I'm not as worried. I feel like as we get closer to where the camp
And the
might
hut
be,
keeps us comfortable and warm, so...
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
Okay. Sounds good.
I can use prestidigitation to very slowly cook anything.
Yeah, I was like, we could probably cook stuff with magic, weird as that is.
Oh, or I've got heat metal, so if
Oh my
God.
if Jill, if you can take
Just
your
heat
armor
a
off...
frying pan.
No. Please,
That's actually brilliant.
please don't
smart.
singe my armor. You might bend it, and then I'd have to spend a lot of time actually hammering it back into place.
Alviva's
Okay, just
What about a
just
shield?
to clarify, because
taking
there's a
off.
lot of crosstalk right now. Fire, yes? No?
No,
No.
no fire.
Okay. Thank you.
You can use my adamantine press plate. We're gonna make soup
Oh,
in it. It's gonna be
Yeah!
Gem Jammer is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of the show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse. It's not going to taste weird at all.
This is a brilliant plan until the next day when Alviva goes out for the day, buckles on her breastplate, and is like, shit, I smell like soup.
I can prestidigitate it clean,
true.
yeah.
God,
It's a
magic can
foolproof
do
plan.
everything. Oh my god.
Just
It's
make sure you
going
clean it
to-
before you do it, or else it'll taste like boob sweat.
Yeah, it's gonna have the essence of boob sweat in there.
I'm not casting
All right,
mending
so
on your
thank you,
soup plate.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake!
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
hey,
Jake.
thanks, Jake.
Bye, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
We
Bye,
solved
Jake.
Dungeons
Goodbye.
and Dragons.